everyone, it's Charlotte here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these flamingo puppets. They're really easy to make. So this is one with just a kebab stick that I've made. I'm going to show you a slightly different version as well. If you don't have kebab stick, you could do with 2 lolly sticks or something similar. You will need is a kitchen roll tube, some kind of pink paper, be patterned, or it could be some white paper that you've coloured in or painted pink, that's up to you. Or if you fancy doing a different coloured bird, doesn't have to be a flamingo, you could do a different colour. You'll need a small piece of yellow card, some sellotape, some scissors, and you'll need your stick. So you could use, as I said, a cocktail stick, or 2 lolly sticks, or something similar, string or some wool. You might want some felt tip pens, and if you have at home, you could use some feathers, some beads, or even some googly eyes, or anything else you'd like to decorate your flamingo with. What you're going to need to do is to cut your kitchen roll tube. Okay, so I've already done mine. What you'll need to do is cut off about 1/4 of the tube, about 5 centimetres. So you can measure it if you'd like, but you might need an adult to help you. The way I did it was I just poked my sharp pencil through and made a small hole, and then started to cut all the way around. So it doesn't have to be really neat, and sometimes you might get a little bit of a rip like this, but that's okay. If you don't have any pink paper, you can't find anything that you'd like to use, you could paint your tube pink, but just remember you might need to do a thick coat because sometimes the brown colour of the tube might show through. You'll need probably about an A4 piece of pink paper or wrapping paper or whatever you have, and just pop your tube at the bottom and just roll it up until the whole tube is covered, and then cut that section off. Hold it nice and tightly, and then all you need to do is fold in these end bits. So you just push them in and fold them around the tube. Same on the other side. Push, 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 and fold it round. And it should just stay like that actually, but we're going to put a small piece of tape just along this edge to keep it nice and neat. So that's going to be the body of our flamingo. And then we'll do the same thing with the head. So there we go, and we'll hold it tight again and just do the same thing, fold in the edges. There we go, so we've got our body and our head for our flamingo. So if you have got one of these sharp kebab sticks at home, you will need to take that end off and get an adult to help you do that. Work out exactly where we want the head and the body to be. So I think obviously the body needs to be quite a bit lower than the head. So we're going to have the head up here, probably, let's see, maybe like 10-12 centimetres away from the stick, and then the body is going to be lower, so that's probably going to be at least 20-25 centimetres down. But obviously it doesn't have to be really exact, it's just a bit of a guide to show you where you want your pieces to be. And we're going to need 2 pieces to hold the body. They're going to be 2 long pieces that are the same length, so just pop them there. And then we're going to need 2 pieces for the head, so they're going to be a bit shorter. Don't forget you'll need a little bit of extras to tie them to the stick as well. So we'll have 2 pieces here, and then we'll need 1 piece to connect the head and the body. So we'll just take another piece and place that there, and just check you're happy with the position of your string. Tie them to the stick first. So let's tie our large pieces first. And then we need to secure them to the body of the flamingo. So we'll do that with a piece of tape. So just take a piece of tape, attach that to your string, and then attach it to the inside of the body. And if you can, just put the piece where you put some sellotape on nearer to the bottom so that it's hidden. So what we do is we just push it inside and sellotape it on. Make sure it's stuck down. And then the other piece, we'll just make sure they're level. So yeah, that's fine. Take another piece of tape and do the same on the other side. So let's just check. Yeah, so it's hanging nice and evenly. Then we'll add the head strings, so we'll tie those on. Okay, so we've got our head and our body attached to the stick, and then we just need to attach the neck. So we just take a piece of tape and you'll do one at the bottom of the head there, and then we'll do the other end at the top of the body, so it's next to your string that's attached to the stick. Okay, there we go. So we've got our basic puppet shape now, and now we just need to make it look more like a flamingo. So if you're using 2 lolly sticks instead of 1 long stick like this, you would just do the exact same thing, but instead of tying it to one stick, you would tie the body section to one of your lolly sticks and then the head section to the second lolly stick. So we're going to make the beak next for our flamingo. So we take our piece of yellow card and we basically just try and make a cone shape. We're going to tape that cone together. So a piece of tape just along here. And then we'll just trim off the excess, so we don't need all of this. You might just have to play around with how big it is so that it can fit inside the kitchen roll tube. If you squeeze it quite small and then let it open out again while it's inside the tube, you'll get the perfect size. And then you can secure it back down with the tape, just back on there. And then it's going to need securing on the inside too, so we'll take more tape and just go in through the back and tape it down. Yeah, there we go. So it's just taped in on the inside, and then it sits out like that. If you have at home, you could just stick on some googly eyes, just glue those on. So do one on each side. A neat circle on one side, and then inside that circle just draw a curved line like that, and then colour inside that curved line. So just make sure they're on the same side, on the same place each side, so it looks. So our flamingo's now got 2 beady eyes, and you might find it gets a bit tangled up when you're working on it. So you just have to be careful and untangle. Now, flamingos are birds, so it's going to need some wings as well, isn't it? So what you can do is just stick on some feathers, some pink feathers if you have any, or if you have another piece of pink paper, you can make some wings out of that. So I've just got a piece of pink wrapping paper here. Fold it in half and then draw a wing shape on it. So I'm just drawing a simple wing shape with 3 spikes on, and then I'm going to cut that out, and because I've folded it in half I'll have 2 wings that are the same shape. Okay, so we've got 2 wing shapes, and we can just sellotape those on to our bird. And if you have double-sided tape at home, that might be quite nice, because then you can kind of hide the tape under the wing. You don't have to do that. So just make sure that you know where the wing's supposed to be. So you might want to hold the puppet up so you can see, because you don't want to end up putting it on the wrong part. So we'll put a wing there and one on the other side. Okay, there we go. So our flamingo can fly and it can see, but it needs to walk as well, because flamingos don't only fly, they walk around as well. So we're going to make some feet and some legs. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can do the ones I've done, which is just a piece of wool stuck to the bottom, and I've added 2 beads at the bottom to give the weight, to give the feet some weight. And if you don't have beads, you could use maybe buttons that have a big hole in them, or even a paper clip would work as well. Something a little bit heavy to hang the feet down, but you don't have to do that. They could be just pieces of wool hanging down. If you have any pipe cleaners at home, you could just bend some pipe cleaners down to make them look like feet. And we'll just do a piece that's probably, let's see, 15 to 20 centimetres, and then we'll do another piece the same length, so you can keep it in one long piece, just fold it in half. So we've got a long piece that we've just folded in half for the legs, and we'll just put a piece of tape right in the middle where that fold is, and we'll stick that to the bottom. Make sure we know where the bottom is. Yeah, it's here. So we've got two legs hanging down. So you could just leave them like that, or you could add, as I said, the beads. And you could also, if you've got the pipe cleaners, you could make some more realistic looking feet like I've done on this one. So what you do is you just take 3 pieces of pipe cleaner, really small, cut them up, and you just thread them through the bead, and then attach it all to the string at the bottom. So I'll just add some beads to my one. So we just tie them on. The beads just make the feet hang down a little bit better, but you don't have to have those. Oh, here are flamingo puppets. Oh, I think these two like each other. Yeah. So if you wanted to, you could make a couple of these and do a puppet show. Obviously you can only hold 2 in your hands at once. So maybe if there's more of you, you could make lots and do a different puppet, puppet show with lots of different birds. But I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I really hope you get a chance to make one of these puppets. See you soon, bye!